Hey guys, Ray here. Today I want to talk about a tool that you can use, a tool that I have used for many years, mostly with my recordings, also back in the days when I used to play live, but a tool that you can use to help really shape your tone. Now, we're not going to talk about anything that's super groundbreaking here, or many of you probably have it in your arsenal, but what I want to do is really talk about the benefit of this. In the event that you don't use this, you can pick one up because of the benefits of it. What I'm talking about is a EQ pedal, and I'm going to show you what this one here in a second. I use an MXR 10-band EQ. I believe it's called the 108. Drastically helps shape the tone because you're not limited by just the amp's EQ. You now have 10 different bands that you can adjust to shape your tone. You know, if you want to shape your low end, if you want to bring more mids out of it, if you want to bring the high end out of it, you can adjust it to your liking, to your taste, and not just be kind of at the mercy of your EQ right off the amp. So today what I want to do is demonstrate a few different amps with and without the EQ. Now I'm running it through my effects loop. A lot of my amps, a lot of my Marshalls, Mesas, Peaveys have an effects loop. If you don't, you can just run it in the front of your amp. I prefer to run it in the effects loop if you can, and that's what I'll be doing today with these different, with my different comparisons. And again, the point of this isn't to compare the different cabinets or speakers, but mainly just to compare the tone sonically with and without the 10-band EQ. And again, it doesn't have to be the MXR. We're just kind of showcasing this because that's the one I have. I like the MXR. I've used different versions. I've used different EQ pedals before. This one I really like, again, because of the wide range. You can use any different assortment. But again, it's really to kind of point out how it affects your tone. And one thing that I really like, especially with playing metal, I can really get that bottom end. Sometimes it's missing a little bit. I'll add the MXR on the low end, and it really kind of helps shape the bottom end. You can adjust it until you get it right where you want it. So I'm going to play a few different things. We're going to run it through a Vintage 30 from my 4x12 Marshall here, 1968. I'm going to run it through the Peavey 6505 112. I'm going to run it through the Sheffield 1200 stock speaker, and then I'm also going to run it through my ISO cab, which is a G12t75. It's a 1981 Marshall 75 watt speaker, so you can kind of hear what that sounds like as well. So 3 different speakers with and without the EQ in the loop. So take a listen and see what you think. We'll be playing it through the Schecter Sun Valley here with Vintage, Retroactive, EMG pickups, recorded through an SM57. So have a listen and see what you think. speakers and kind of 3 different cabinets. Again, the 1960 Marshall with vintage 30s, the stock Peavey Sheffield 1200, and then you heard, I forgot to mention, it's a Celestion G12t75 speaker from 1981, 1982. So I hope you could hear the differences. They are unedited, just straight tracks. The volume might be a little bit off. I tried to keep everything right where it was. It might be a little bit off. I didn't want to touch anything. I could have adjusted it, but I just wanted to leave everything right where it was so you could hear. So there might have been a little bit of a difference in volume. I actually did have to turn the volume down just a little bit when I switched from the 4x12, just because of the volume was so much louder here than there, so I had to turn it up on the other speakers a little bit. But hope you could hear the difference. More of a fullness from the EQ, and being able to get a little more of a range of highs and lows as well. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below. If you had any differences of experiences from what you have experienced, let me know. And again, any questions or anything, leave them below. And thank you for subscribing, and I will talk to you again soon. Thanks.